Hi guys, good afternoon. How you doing? Welcome back to the clinic. And if this is your first time of seeing my videos, you are highly welcome. This is the clinic and I am Debbie Practice. Okay, prior to the last video, I said we'll be talking about disadvantages of absenteeism. Yes, okay, when we talk about disadvantages of absenteeism, I'm not talking about the parents not being in the house. Do you understand? But I'm actually talking about their presence not being felt at home. Yeah, so we have what? Disadvantages. What's the first disadvantage? Okay, the first one is there will be communication gap, like there'll be gap in the communication. There'll be no time for the parents and the child to communicate. There won't be this father-child relationship, mother-child relationship, or parent-children relationship. You get what I'm trying to say? Yes. And there's a tendency of the children or the child getting this communication elsewhere, like outside. And this can result in the child meeting the wrong people. Yes, that's the first one. Now the second one is lack of understanding. Yes, I know it will result to the parents not understanding the child, and the child not understanding the signs, like the signs when the parents or the mother or the father gives signs out, because there hasn't been enough communication, there hasn't been enough time to understand one another, to like giving signs and all that. You know, when we were younger, we want to do something, our parents just give us a sign and you understand that. But this time around, it will result in the father or the parents actually not understanding the child when the child needs something, when the child is in need, desperately in need. Here, there will be no understanding if there is no communication. Yes, then the next one is the child it will result to taciturn, like if there is a breach in relationship between the parents and the children, or the parents and the child, it will make the child to be withdrawn, like to make the child to become sad. It can make the child to become an introvert. Yes, so this is it's very dangerous. Absenteeism in the home is dangerous. We're not talking about you being absent, not being in the house. Yes, we're talking about your presence not being felt by your children, by your kids or your words. Yes, so the next one, number 4. Okay, the next one, number 4, this can result to misunderstanding between both parties, like between the parents and the children, or the parent and the child, or the father and the child, or the mother and the child, or the father and the children, or the mother and the children. Misunderstanding, yes, like you're a father, you're sacrificing your time, you don't even have time for your own self, like you're sacrificing, you're paying the bills, footing the bills, the school fees, everything, and the child doesn't know that what you're doing is a sacrifice. It's actually a privilege to get those things at their beck and call, you know, because some children are not privileged to have that. So, but the child will not understand that it's actually a privilege. The child will misunderstand it, that you don't like him, you don't care for them, because the care they want is not actually the money, it's not the bill you're footing or the fees you're paying. The care they want is it's your love, your affection, your care, like you being around for some time with them. So the two parties will misunderstand. The parents can be like, I'm doing everything to make you happy, and yet you're not happy. The child will be like, you've not done enough. You're not always here when I need you. You're not always here when I need you for my birthday, for celebration, school activities, and all that. So there will be misunderstanding. The next point, alienation. There's no room for friendship, but the two parties, the child and the father, or the parents and the children, will be living as strangers in their own home. So this is bad, like it's awful. Yes, it shouldn't be this way. So you shouldn't be a stranger to your child or to your children. Yes. So let's go to the next. So the next point I want to talk about is very important, especially for the female children. Yes, so the next point is the last though but not the least. Yes, so there are a lot of disadvantages. So the next point, it can lead to embarrassment, like your child can be embarrassed outside, like the education you're supposed to give your child, sex education, manners, education of manners and all that, character building. The child may not really have it, and when the child goes out, the child will be embarrassed. Like, okay, let me just take the female children for instance. You have a female child, you've not told her that something like there's something called period or menstruation, that it happens at some time, at some stage in life. Like, the child might experience that outside and the child will feel embarrassed. But if the child has been mentored on such, do you understand? So the child will take caution, and when such happens, the child will know how to handle herself. So parents, please, we have to be very careful. So all these points I mentioned are not really good. They shouldn't be seen in a home. So we have to be very, very careful. While we're doing our businesses, our work, our job, let's also have time for ourselves and our family. Yes, let's also have time for ourselves and our families, yes. And doing all this, like being absent at home, it can make your children to be pushed away. Like, you can push your children outside, and when they are being pushed outside, they can get into the wrong hands. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the girls and also for the boys. Actually, they can be misled. Yes. So please, let's take caution. And I wanted to say something. Do you actually think there's advantages in absenteeism in the house, like parents being absent in the home, like parents not having a father, a mother, or parent-child-children relationship? Do you think it has disadvantages? Okay, so this is where we're going to stop for now. Next video, we'll be talking about an interesting topic, very interesting one. You wouldn't want to miss it. Okay, again, please do not fail to like and share this video. Like, also subscribe to this channel. I remain your girl, Debbie Fighters. Catch you in the next video. Bye.